There's a house at the end of Ashwood Street that nobody has lived in for 40 years, and if you watch it carefully between the hours of 2 and 3 in the morning, you'll see something that defies explanation. The attic window on the third floor opens slowly from the inside. Legend has it, the house was built in 1892 by a wealthy merchant who became obsessed with astronomy. He spent every clear night in that attic room, charting stars and planets through a massive brass telescope. The neighbors remembered seeing candlelight flickering up there until dawn, casting strange shadows against the window glass. Then, one autumn, the lights stopped appearing. The merchant was never seen again. When his relatives finally entered the house weeks later, they found the attic door locked from the outside, exactly as it had always been. The room was thick with dust, undisturbed, as if no one had set foot inside for months. But his telescope still stood by the window, pointed at the sky. Here's where the story takes a darker turn. The family tried to sell the house, but every potential buyer reported the same experience. At precisely 2:47 a.m., they would hear the distinctive creak of the attic window opening. Some claimed they heard footsteps pacing back and forth above them. Others swore they could hear the faint scraping of something metal being dragged across the floor. One couple lasted 3 nights before they abandoned their deposit and fled. When investigators examined the attic, they found it completely sealed. The window frame was painted shut with layers of old paint. The floorboards showed no recent disturbance. There was no breeze, no loose mechanism, nothing that could explain the movement. Yet neighbors continued to witness it. The window would swing open, remain that way for exactly 11 minutes, then slowly close again. Always the same time, always the same duration. A local historian discovered something unsettling in old newspapers. The merchant's last journal entry, dated the night he vanished, mentioned finally seeing something through his telescope, something he'd been searching for his entire life. The entry ended mid-sentence. They say if you stand across the street at 2:47 a.m., you can still see a faint glow in that attic window, like distant starlight, or perhaps candlelight from another time entirely. And sometimes, just sometimes, you'll catch the shadow of someone standing there, looking up at the sky, still searching. The window opens every night. Whatever it's waiting for has never arrived. Or perhaps it already has. Subscribe to Wander Spooky Tales for more haunting tales.